the Stoic shield against toxicity. Have you ever felt your energy being drained, your spirits dampened, or your self-worth questioned after an encounter with someone? Interacting with toxic individuals can be an incredibly taxing and disheartening experience, leaving you feeling depleted and emotionally vulnerable. In a world filled with diverse personalities and perspectives, it's almost inevitable that we will cross paths with people who, intentionally or unintentionally, bring negativity, manipulation, or conflict into our lives. But how do we navigate these interactions with grace, resilience, and without sacrificing our own well-being? How do we maintain our inner peace and stay true to our values when faced with negativity and discord? The answer, my friends, lies in the profound wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that offers a powerful framework for dealing with difficult people and challenging situations with equanimity and strength. Unveiling the 11 Stoic pillars for navigating toxicity. In this comprehensive exploration, we will embark on a journey into the heart of Stoic philosophy, uncovering 11 practical principles that can empower you to navigate interactions with toxic individuals with greater ease, confidence, and inner peace. These are not abstract, outdated concepts confined to dusty old books. Rather, they're timeless strategies that you can apply in your daily life to protect your energy, maintain your composure, and cultivate a sense of inner freedom. 1. Self-awareness, the foundation of Stoic resilience. The journey towards mastering our interactions with others begins with a deep understanding of ourselves. This is the essence of the Stoic concept of self-awareness, a profound exploration of our inner world, encompassing our thoughts, feelings, motivations, and how these internal elements influence our actions and reactions. Self-awareness, in the Stoic view, is not merely a practice. It is a path to freedom, a liberation from the automatic, often reactive, patterns that can lead us astray. The Stoics, like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, believe that by knowing ourselves, our strengths, weaknesses, values, and triggers, we gain the power to control our responses, choose our perspectives, and ultimately shape our destiny. Imagine yourself in a situation that typically ignites a strong emotional reaction, perhaps a critical comment from a colleague or an unreasonable demand from a family member. Instead of immediately reacting with anger, defensiveness, or frustration, you pause, take a deep breath, and observe your feelings without judgment. You acknowledge the emotions that arise, the irritation, the hurt, the anxiety, but you don't allow them to consume you. Instead, you step back and ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Is this reaction truly justified? Is there another way to interpret this situation? This is self-awareness in action, the ability to observe your emotions, understand their roots, and choose a response that is aligned with your values and goals, rather than being a slave to your immediate impulses. Cultivating self-awareness also involves confronting our own internal narratives, the self-critical thoughts, the limiting beliefs, the ingrained doubts that can sabotage our efforts and undermine our self-esteem. We often fall prey to these internal adversaries, allowing them to dictate our actions and shape our perceptions of ourselves. However, by developing self-awareness, we can challenge these negative internal narratives, replacing them with empowering truths and constructive thoughts. For example, if you find yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," you can challenge this thought by asking yourself, is this really true? What evidence do I have to support this belief? What are my strengths and accomplishments? What can I learn from this situation? By questioning and reframing our negative self-talk, we can break free from the chains of self-doubt and cultivate a more positive and empowering inner dialogue. In our daily lives, self-awareness is the key that unlocks the door to an authentic and fulfilling existence. When we are aware of our values, emotions, and motivations, we can make decisions that are in harmony with our true selves. We can pursue goals that align with our passions and purpose, build relationships that are based on mutual respect and understanding, and navigate challenges with greater resilience and wisdom. In this way, we cease to be puppets of external circumstances and become the authors of our own stories. living lives that are not merely a response to external stimuli, but an expression of our inner wisdom. Self-awareness is not a destination, but a journey, a continuous process of exploration, reflection, and growth. As we face new challenges, encounter new perspectives, and deepen our understanding of ourselves, our self-awareness evolves, allowing us to navigate life's ups and downs with greater grace and resilience. Embrace this journey with curiosity and compassion, allowing Stoic wisdom to guide you towards deeper self-knowledge and greater personal fulfillment. Remember, the more we know ourselves, the better equipped we will be to navigate the complexities of life with confidence, courage, and an unwavering commitment to our own well-being. 2. Forgiveness and memory, a Stoic dance of healing and learning. Forgiveness, in the Stoic context, is often misunderstood. It is not about condoning wrongdoing or forgetting the pain we have experienced. Rather, it is about releasing the burden of resentment, choosing peace over anger, and wisdom over bitterness. It is a gift you give to yourself, a way of freeing yourself from the mental chains that bind you to past grievances. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, famously said that the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. In other words, forgiveness is an act of strength and an affirmation of your character and autonomy. Holding on to anger and resentment is like carrying a heavy weight. It drains your energy, clouds your judgment, and prevents you from moving forward in life. Forgiveness, on the other hand, allows you to shed that weight, freeing you to focus on the present and build a brighter future. It is a conscious choice to let go of the past and embrace the possibility of healing and growth. Now, let's delve into the role of memory in the Stoic approach to dealing with past hurts. While forgiveness frees us from the emotional grip of the past, memory serves as a guide, a mentor shaped by experience. The Stoics invite us to learn from the past, extracting valuable lessons from both our positive and negative experiences. Remembering our mistakes allows us to avoid repeating them, while remembering our successes can inspire us to pursue new goals with confidence. The Stoic approach to memory is not about dwelling on the past or romanticizing it. Rather, it is about using it as a compass, guiding us towards a better future. It is about recognizing the wisdom that resides in our experiences, an invaluable treasure that allows us to grow, learn, and evolve as individuals. By understanding the patterns in our lives, the choices that have led to positive or negative outcomes, we can make more informed decisions in the present and chart a course toward a more fulfilling future. But how do we balance forgiveness and memory? How do we let go of the pain while retaining the lessons learned? It's like walking a tightrope, where balance is the key. On one hand, there is forgiveness, which heals and liberates us. On the other hand, there is memory, which instructs and protects us. By consciously walking between the two, we can embrace forgiveness without naivete and exercise memory without bitterness. The Stoic virtues of courage and justice play a crucial role in navigating this balance. We must face our pain with courage, acknowledging the hurt we have experienced without allowing it to define us. And we must respond to injustice with moral integrity, upholding our values and defending our rights without succumbing to anger or resentment. By taking advantage of memory, we exercise wisdom and temperance, learning from the past without getting caught up in it. We can forgive generously, releasing the burden of resentment and choosing peace over anger. But we must also remember judiciously, using our memories not as weapons, but as sources of wisdom that enable us to live more virtuously and peacefully. As we journey through life, let us forgive generously, remembering to use our memories not as tools of revenge, but as beacons of wisdom. Above all, let Stoicism anchor us, giving us the strength and clarity to navigate the complex dance of forgiveness and memory with grace and resilience. 3. Emotional stability, the art of navigating your inner landscape. Imagine emotional stability not as the absence of emotions, but as the skillful management of them. The Stoics, such as Seneca and Epictetus, did not advocate suppressing our feelings. Rather, they taught us to understand them, work with them, and ultimately gain control over our emotional responses. They highlighted the power of perception. How we interpret an event ultimately determines our emotional response, not the event itself. Consider this. When something unfavorable happens, a missed opportunity, a harsh criticism, a personal setback, it is natural to feel upset, disappointed, or angry. However, the Stoic approach encourages us to pause and ask, is there another way to look at this situation? Can I find something within it to learn or grow? Is my initial reaction an accurate reflection of reality? This is not about denying your emotions, but rather giving yourself a choice in how to respond to them. Emotional stability also involves recognizing what is under our control and what is not. We cannot always influence external events or the actions of others, but we can decide how to react to them. This insight frees us from unnecessary distress and allows us to focus our energy where it can truly make a difference, in our own choices, attitudes, and actions. As Epictetus famously said, there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Practicing emotional stability is like training a muscle. It requires constant effort and patience. Daily reflection, mindfulness, and even journaling can be powerful practices for improving self-awareness and emotional regulation. They allow you to observe your feelings without getting carried away by them, fostering a sense of inner calm and resilience. Mindfulness helps you be present in the current moment without ruminating on the past or anticipating the future. Daily reflection allows you to process your experiences and learn from them. And a personal journal can be a safe space to express your emotions and explore your thoughts without judgment. Furthermore, emotional stability is not a solitary pursuit. Stoicism teaches us the value of community and support. Sharing experiences, seeking guidance, and offering empathy to others can enrich our emotional well-being and provide a broader perspective on our own challenges. Connecting with like-minded individuals, whether through online forums, support groups, or simply close friendships, can provide a sense of belonging and validation, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. By cultivating emotional stability, we equip ourselves with the tools to navigate life's inevitable challenges with greater grace and resilience. We learn to respond to adversity with composure and clarity, maintaining our inner peace and staying true to our values, regardless of the external circumstances. 4. Setting boundaries. Defining your personal territory with Stoic clarity. Setting boundaries is akin to drawing a map of your personal territory, defining where you allow others to tread and where you mark as exclusively yours. It's about understanding and communicating your limits, ensuring your relationships are respectful and mutually beneficial. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-respect and inner tranquility, offers a powerful framework for establishing these boundaries. Think of boundaries not as walls that keep people out, but as guidelines that encourage healthy interactions. They are statements of your values and priorities, inviting others to understand and respect your needs and preferences. When we clearly communicate our boundaries, we teach others how to treat us, laying the foundation for relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. But setting boundaries is also an internal practice that requires us to be introspective, to deeply know ourselves, our values, our limits, and our deal breakers. Stoicism encourages us to reflect on our experiences and learn from them, helping us identify what really matters to us and where we need to draw the line. What are your core values? What behaviors are you unwilling to tolerate? What are your non-negotiable needs? Setting boundaries can be a challenge, especially in a world that often values compliance and conformity. It can feel uncomfortable or even selfish at first. However, remember that protecting your well-being is not only good for you, it also allows you to show up more authentically and compassionately in your relationships. By honoring your own needs, you lay the foundation for genuine interaction and deeper connection. Respecting your boundaries is a practice of Stoic virtue. It reflects temperance by moderating your interactions with the world and courage by asserting your right to respect and dignity. It also embodies wisdom in navigating the complex realm of human relationships with discernment and foresight. In conversations about boundaries, it is crucial to be clear, direct, and consistent. While it is important to be flexible and open to compromise in relationships, your boundaries, especially those that protect your core values and well-being, should be non-negotiable. Communicate them kindly and clearly, and be prepared to stand up for them, even when it's difficult. Setting boundaries is not about being rigid or inflexible. It's about creating a space for healthy and respectful interactions, where your needs are valued and your well-being is protected. It is an act of self-respect, an affirmation of your worth, and a cornerstone of a fulfilling and meaningful life. 5. Energy intelligence. Wisely investing your inner currency. Imagine energy as a currency. Every day, you are given a fixed amount to spend. How you allocate this energy significantly impacts your overall well-being and your effectiveness in your daily efforts. This is where energetic intelligence comes into play, a concept that aligns well with Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes the judicious use of our internal resources. Energy intelligence begins with awareness, recognizing the activities and interactions that energize you versus those that deplete you. It's about tuning into your body and mind, noticing when you feel invigorated and when you feel exhausted. As a Stoic sage, you observe these patterns without judgment and use this knowledge to inform your choices about how to relate to the world. What activities leave you feeling refreshed and energized? What interactions leave you feeling drained and depleted? Are there certain environments that make you feel more vibrant and alive? By becoming aware of your energy patterns, you can begin to make conscious choices about how you spend your time and who you surround yourself with. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. When applying this to energy management, we focus on optimizing our response to energy-depleting situations, not eliminating them completely. Because let's face it, some are unavoidable. It's about responding, not reacting. Choosing activities that align with our values and goals, even if they require effort, and avoiding those that undermine our purpose and well-being. Energy intelligence is not just about avoiding energy drains, but also about actively seeking and creating experiences that recharge us. This could mean spending time in nature, pursuing a fulfilling hobby, or simply allowing ourselves moments of stillness and reflection. Stoicism is not about denying pleasure or rest, but rather finding a harmonious balance that strengthens our resilience and virtue. Furthermore, energy intelligence applies not only to our own well-being, but also to our interactions with others. It involves setting clear boundaries and being aware of the impact our actions have on those around us. Are we surrounded by people who inspire and encourage us, or those who leave us feeling drained and depleted? Choosing our company wisely is a testament to our commitment to living according to Stoic principles, which seek growth, wisdom, and harmony. By cultivating energy intelligence, we become more mindful of how we spend our most precious resource, our energy. We learn to invest it wisely, focusing on activities and relationships that nourish our souls and contribute to our overall well-being. 6. Focus on goals, aligning your actions with your purpose. The Stoics placed immense value on living with purpose, aligning daily actions with overarching objectives. They teach us to have clear and well-defined goals. It's not just about achieving external success, but about cultivating inner virtue and fulfilling the goals that give direction and meaning to your life, transforming routine tasks into steps that follow the path to personal fulfillment. Having clear goals provides a sense of direction and purpose, helping us prioritize our time and energy. It allows us to focus on what truly matters and avoid getting sidetracked by distractions or trivial pursuits. But goals in the Stoic context are not just about external achievements. They're also about cultivating inner virtue, developing qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Achieving your goals requires a delicate dance between ambition and acceptance. Ambition drives you to strive for excellence and pursue your dreams with tenacity. Acceptance, on the other hand, allows you to embrace what you cannot change and adapt gracefully to unexpected challenges. Stoicism teaches us to find a harmonious balance between both forces. It's not about giving up your ambitions, but about pursuing them wisely. Accept that the road will be full of obstacles and setbacks. Embrace uncertainty as part of the journey. This dual approach ensures that our pursuit of goals is resilient, adaptable, and anchored in reality. We remain focused on our objectives, while also being flexible enough to adjust our plans when necessary. We embrace the challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than allowing them to derail us from our path. In practice, focusing on your goals means setting priorities, planning your actions, and monitoring your progress. However, the key to success lies not only in planning and action, but also in adaptability. Keep an open mind and be willing to learn from experience. Adjust your course when necessary, and don't be afraid to rethink your strategy if things aren't going as you expected. Furthermore, focusing on goals in a Stoic context is not just about personal achievements, but also about contributing to the greater good. By aligning your personal ambitions with the well-being of others, by pursuing goals that resonate with your values and benefit society, you will be embodying the Stoic ideals of justice and service. 7. Seek support, the strength and shared wisdom. As you embark on life's journey, it is vital to remember that seeking support is not a sign of weakness, but rather a testament to our strength and wisdom. In the realm of Stoicism, while self-reliance and personal strength are celebrated, the value of community and shared wisdom is equally recognized. We are inherently interconnected social beings, and harnessing the strength of others can amplify our own resilience and insight. When we talk about seeking support, it's not just about finding a shoulder to cry on during difficult times, although emotional support is undeniably important. It's about connecting with mentors, peers, or even historical figures whose experiences and wisdom can guide us. Imagine having a board of advisors, each offering unique perspectives and ideas that help you navigate life's complexities with greater clarity and purpose. In the Stoic sense, seeking support also means challenging ourselves. It's about stepping out of our echo chambers and exposing ourselves to diverse perspectives that can catalyze personal growth and transformation. Whether through books, conversations, or reflective practices, engaging with a variety of voices allows us to refine our beliefs, question our assumptions, and develop a more nuanced understanding of the world. Furthermore, seeking support is inherently reciprocal. As we seek guidance or companionship, we also offer our own experiences and ideas, contributing to the collective wisdom. This exchange fosters a sense of connection and shared humanity. It reminds us that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. Practically, seeking support can take many forms. Joining a community of like-minded people, looking for a mentor or coach, or even interacting with the Stoic texts themselves, based on the ideas of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, or Epictetus. It's about recognizing when you need guidance, inspiration, or just a different perspective, and taking proactive steps to seek it. 8. Control your inner voice, taming the inner critic and cultivating self-compassion. Imagine the voice inside your head as a constant companion that is able to offer words of encouragement and insight, but sometimes veers into criticism and doubt. This self-talk is a powerful force that controls our self-perception, mood, and even our actions. Controlling negative self-talk, therefore, is not just about silencing a voice, but about transforming it into a tool that supports your journey towards a more fulfilled life. Let's anchor this in Stoicism. The Stoics were well aware of the power of the mind and the importance of protecting it against harmful influences, including those that come from within. We were taught to question our judgments and perceptions, to challenge the automatic thoughts that can lead us astray. When you find yourself trapped in a spiral of negative self-talk, remember the words of Epictetus. What matters is not what happens to you, but how you react to it. This is a call to take control of your internal narrative, to respond to self-criticism with understanding and perspective. But how do we do this? First, becoming aware. Notice when your self-talk becomes negative and pause. Question the validity of these thoughts. Are they based on facts or assumptions? Are they fair? You will often find that these internal criticisms are exaggerated or unfounded. Next, practice reframing these thoughts in a more positive or realistic way. Instead of telling yourself, "I'm always wrong," try telling yourself, "I made a mistake, but I can learn from it." It's not about denying your flaws or failures, but rather seeing them through a lens of growth and resilience. Remember that self-compassion is key. Talk to yourself as you would to a dear friend. Offer yourself understanding and encouragement. Don't judge yourself harshly. By cultivating a kinder, more supportive voice, you reinforce your intrinsic value and strengthen your ability to face life's challenges. In this practice of controlling negative self-talk, we find a profound exercise of Stoic virtue. It is an expression of wisdom in discerning truth amidst falsehood, courage in confronting and transforming our inner critics, and justice in treating ourselves with the kindness we deserve. 9. Solution-oriented approach. Embracing action in the face of adversity. A solution-oriented approach, a concept that resonates deeply with Stoic philosophy, is rooted in the power of perception. The Stoics were masters of perception and taught us that it is not our circumstances, but our interpretation of them that really matters. So how do we cultivate this solution-oriented mindset? It starts with acceptance, recognizing and accepting the current situation. Stoicism teaches us to differentiate between what is under our control and what is not. Accepting the reality of a situation is the first step to action. It does not mean resigning yourself to it. It is, on the contrary, an act of liberation. By accepting what we cannot change, we let go of the frustration of wishing things were different. This mental freedom allows us to open our minds to the possibilities of action that are within our reach. Instead of regretting what we can't control, we can focus on what we can do, starting from acceptance. We can engage in proactive problem solving. We look for creative solutions, take action, and work towards a better future. This involves identifying the root cause of the problem, brainstorming possible solutions, and considering their outcomes. This is where creativity and innovation come into play as we explore various avenues for resolution, even those that may initially seem unconventional or challenging. A solution-oriented approach is inherently practical. It's about breaking down lofty goals or overwhelming challenges into manageable steps. By setting small, achievable goals, we build momentum and foster a sense of accomplishment that carries us forward with every step, no matter how small. But let's not forget the importance of reflection in this process. After taking action, we must look back to evaluate the effectiveness of our solutions, learning from both successes and setbacks. This reflective practice not only hones our problem-solving skills, but also cultivates the Stoic virtues of wisdom and temperance, as we learn to navigate life's complexities with discernment and balance. 10. Avoid unnecessary arguments, choosing your battles wisely. As we navigate life, we often encounter situations that test our patience and cause us to get into arguments. But consider this: not every disagreement warrants a battle, and not every battle is worth our energy. Adopting a Stoic mindset teaches us the art of discerning which arguments to engage in and which to avoid, promoting peace of mind and conserving our energies for more constructive activities. Avoiding unnecessary arguments does not mean avoiding standing up for what is important, but choosing our battles wisely, with the understanding that not all differences of opinion should be contested. The Stoics, with their emphasis on inner tranquility and rationality, encourage us to evaluate the potential results of an argument. Whether an argument will change something for the better or simply disturb our peace without producing any positive results. In practice, this means cultivating self-awareness and emotional intelligence, recognizing triggers that can lead to unhelpful debates, and developing strategies to maintain composure. Sometimes this may mean taking a deep breath and walking away, or perhaps agreeing to disagree. It is about maintaining equanimity and not allowing external circumstances or the behavior of other people to disturb our inner calm. Additionally, adopting a solution-oriented mindset can also guide us in dealing with conflict. Rather than arguing to demonstrate dominance, approach with understanding the other person's perspective and finding common ground or a mutually acceptable resolution. This approach not only helps avoid unnecessary arguments, but also fosters better understanding and respect in our relationships. Remember, time and energy are precious resources. By avoiding unnecessary arguments, you can use these resources and create more space for positive interactions and activities that bring joy and satisfaction. By choosing your actions based on their true value and potential for good, you are embodying the Stoic virtue of wisdom. 11. Detect false cordiality. Seeing through superficiality with Stoic discernment. In the complex dance of human interaction, detecting false cordiality is like discerning the genuine notes in a complex melody. It requires attention, insight, and a touch of skepticism. Stoicism, with its emphasis on wisdom and discernment, provides us with the tools to remove the layers of superficiality, revealing the true intentions behind a false cordiality that is often disguised as warmth or genuine interest. But its essence is insincere, a performance put on for personal gain rather than genuine connection. The Stoics teach us not to take appearances at face value, but to dig deeper by evaluating the congruence between words and actions. Just as a tree is known by its fruit, true intentions can be discerned through consistent behavior over time. To detect false cordiality, being a student of human nature involves observing not just what people say, but how they say it, their body language, their consistency over time, and how they interact with others. Observe them and ask yourself these questions. Are their actions aligned with their words? Do they show genuine concern and empathy, or is their warmth selective and self-serving? This is not about cynicism, but about protecting yourself from manipulation and deception. It's about building relationships based on trust and authenticity, not false pretenses. In doing so, we honor the Stoic virtues of wisdom and justice by navigating our social world with discernment and integrity. Furthermore, recognizing false cordiality in others also prompts us to reflect on our own behavior. Are we being sincere in our interactions, or are we also putting on a mask of cordiality for ulterior motives? Stoicism encourages us to lead by example, by cultivating sincerity and authenticity, embracing Stoic wisdom for a more resilient life. These 11 Stoic principles, self-awareness, forgiveness and memory, emotional stability, setting boundaries, energy intelligence, focusing on goals, seeking support, controlling your inner voice, adopting a solution-oriented approach, avoiding unnecessary arguments, and detecting false cordiality, offer a powerful framework for navigating interactions with toxic individuals and cultivating a more resilient, fulfilling, and peaceful life. Remember that the wisdom of Stoicism lives within you. Open your mind and heart, and let it guide you through the storms of life with grace, resilience, and virtue. By embracing these Stoic principles, you can transform your interactions with toxic individuals from sources of stress and depletion into opportunities for growth, resilience, and inner peace. Thank you for joining me on this journey.